Hey folks, Karshel here. Welcome back for the second run of the Nobodies. We are going to head out and do some mining and start making some money so that we can get some food. Because everybody is already hungry. Is it ironic that in a Nobodies run, everybody's hungry? Okay, kick up the speed a little bit. Now, until I start actually loading these folks down with ore as we are mining, they actually can outrun most of the things that they might run across. So that's not going to be terrible. I keep hoping that there's a bigger copper node out here, but I don't see one. It'd be nice if I could get the full group working. We will start with these three working iron. And who's got the better laboring stat? You're at 8. You're both at 8, so you're both kind of terrible. So we'll run Flicker over here to work the ore, or work the copper. Flick, not Flicker. And we will start loading up Karshel. Don't worry, CP, you will not be neglected. Your strength is also going to get as much of a boost as I can manage. And I will be doing this for, well, you're not a rookie, so you know it's going to be a while. Okay. Now, mining, I freely admit, is not the most exciting of things to be doing. But it's very necessary. And one of the easier ways when you are starting is to simply just start building up cash. Once you get a little bit established, it becomes less important in a lot of ways, and that's what I'm going to try to be doing on this run. There are times that having YouTube streams available to use as research is a little bit of a disadvantage because rather than learning things yourself, you see what other people have pulled off. But, you know, that's part of our reality nowadays. And whether you like it or not, it is what we've got. Now, as an option, when you're out here doing this kind of thing, you could also be in stealth mode, just like with traveling across, whereas it might keep you from getting jumped by groups that might be wandering. But I've seen no one wandering so far. Yeah, I say that. Okay, those look like garus. Yep, animals, no big deal. If they were bone dogs, I would have a problem. Okay, CP, start loading down. Now this will give me some initial cash to work with. I don't know that this run will give me enough to actually be able to buy the building. But it will certainly give me a start. What might be more important than buying the building initially is actually buying backpacks so that I can carry more. Because as you can see, I'm not getting that much of a load per character with this at the moment. Keep pressing the wrong character button. Those are 180. An iron are half that. Okay. Backpacks can make your life so much easier. Okay, I think I like working over here, in preference to the other side where I have been. Now, Flick, you're not full yet. 2, you're going to head over there because you're going to take over looting shortly. Now, I don't know that I'm going to stay here until everybody fills out. But at the moment, it's working pretty well. If you are new to the streams, then let me give you a truism that I have found. As you increase your skill, it increases the yield of the things that you are mining by increasing your speed as you mine it. So working it with as many people as possible, or having specialized characters work it, either are viable. I tend to take the approach that I like all of my people to be as well-rounded as I can, but it really is personal preference. If you have a particular group of folks who are always going to be working, then there's no reason not to just focus on them. That's when if you notice when I selected nodes and highlighted over them, the iron specifically said it was workable by 3 people. That makes a difference. It makes the mining that much faster. Okay. I am not going to fill out everybody. I am going to run them into town. At this point, they're all overloaded while moving. That means that they are getting strength adjustments while that happens. Figures it looks loaded up Dular. He's not overloaded compared to everybody else. But when you look at their strength, max carry rate is increased, and that gives him a 25% experience boost as he's just walking around. So it helps him to get a little bit more able to carry. Come on, everybody. And it's 12 noon. So I should have plenty of time to get to a vendor and do the sell. I don't think I'm going to have enough cash to actually buy. But if I can pick up backpacks, that I would be willing to do. Come on, folks. Okay, kicking the speed back up. Before I do backpacks, probably I should do food. Yep, show my gear. I don't have anything, really. Okay, so we'll start with 1 backpack. This vendor is one of my favorites because he always has packs. Okay, show me your goods. Bull pack, dog pack. Dog pack. Just a note, I have 1 mod installed, and that is the one that enables dogs to have backpacks. When you pull them up without the mod installed, it shows an inventory space, but there's nothing to put there. And someone was kind enough to actually go and make a mod to put the backpack in place. Eventually, I will have livestock, and that will become important. Right now, it is not. Now, medium backpack is a good thing. I prefer the wooden backpack because they actually have the ability to stack things in them. So rather than carrying just one item side by side by side by side by side, you are able to carry stacks of 9 of most things. So with mining and doing that kind of research, I think that it is far more useful. So Karshel's going to buy a pack. Karshel's going to sell his ore. Then he's going to buy a pack. Duh. And Celestial Paladin's going to sell off. Well, everybody is. And let's see what that does to my cash afterwards. And Doolard only had the one. Okay, that kicked me up to 3,000. So another run of just like that with no packs, and I would be able to buy that building. I am going to buy packs instead, so it might take me a little bit longer. 800. So I can buy 2 packs because he's got 2 of the wooden packs, and then still go buy some food. And I think that's a good idea. I don't have any skeletons, so I don't need to buy repair kits. This is a really great nutritional food, but the cost of it is ridiculous, and I'm not going to pay that at the moment. Maybe down the road I will. But for right now, it's all about saving as much money as I can. So, Karshel is getting a pack, and so is Celestial Paladin. So that gives me 2. I'm going to run down to the bars now, and hopefully they have a good supply of dried meat, which is usually the cheapest meat that you can find in a store. It's not that high on nutritional value, but the price tag kind of makes up for it, in my opinion. 14 dried meat. You want to make sure that it's in a character that actually has a backpack, because if it is in a pack, the other members of the group can get food distributed from that pack. As you can see, initially it was disappearing. That's because people were eating it. Now I have plenty of additional space. I'm down to 800 cats, which is the currency. So I'm going to go back out and do mining again. And start working on getting up to that 7,200. So very likely it's going to be somewhat tedious for a little bit here until I actually can afford to buy that building, and then we will start on working up the research bench and getting some professions going. Now, this time those 3 are going to work there. And Victor and Flick are coming up here to the copper. And one of them will start working there. So we are going to have 2 backpacks and able to fill those. But before I do that, I'm going to fill out strength on, or fill out Dular and Victor and Flick, because they need the strength boosts as well. So they're going to be my carriers before I even start, so that I know that they're getting loaded. Oh, for a minute I thought I saw somebody up there. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Since Dular didn't get any strength work last time. And again, that's completely optional. Some folks don't care about that, but I think long term, not that I have had a game go long term yet, that having a balanced party or as balanced abilities as possible is going to make a difference. Once I get into the building in town and start working that, I'm going to be setting up the ability to train from that building, which will certainly help my abilities when I start actively adventuring. Come on, people. I wish there was a double mine node out here for copper rather than just the single. But I really can't complain. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Clicked the wrong person. See, but now you can see that the ore is stacking here. Makes a world of difference, both for the quantity and the weight that he can carry for building up the strength, although the bonus stays at 25%. But it really increases the potential profit margin. Keep pressing the wrong button on that. It's rather annoying. Victor, what are you doing? Get back there. Yeah, don't be a driver like me. Obviously, I'm not on the ball today with my keystrokes. Victor? Okay, get it right here, Skate. Thank you. There we go. Now, in the past, I have skipped over these mining sessions and done the whole compressed video thing. I don't think I'm going to today. Hopefully you can put up with that. If I wanted to be really organized, I guess that I could actually do the math and figure out how many pieces of ore and how many pieces of copper and stuff I would need to be able to afford what I want. But it's like, I don't want to think that much today. Although, to be fully honest, I don't want to think that much most days. Some people really enjoy being analytical when it comes to their gaming. I kind of like to just float. I'll do whatever comes up. One of the other games I've spent a lot of time in, at this point a bit over 1,200 hours, is No Man's Sky, which is an open world sandbox space exploration with absolutely phenomenal galaxy sizes. When it initially came out, there were some serious issues with the game. It has gotten much better than it was, and they're getting ready to come out with another huge update, which is actually going to incorporate some type of multiplayer from what I understand, and that'll be on July 24th. I have very mixed feelings about that. Multiplayer can be great, but there are also some people in multiplayer who go out of their way to destroy anybody else's enjoyment of the game. So there are times when a standalone game like this is, for me, far preferable. Okay, so those are only 70. Weren't they 180 last time? Or no, weren't they 90 last time? Average price 90. Okay, so probably because I sold so many of them, they have gotten cheaper. Well, that's a bummer. Because these were 180, so they're only 179. That's good to know. There's a dynamic market. It changes based on what you've sold. So if I wanted the most price, I probably would have to take them somewhere else. When Flick gets full up, we're going to run everybody back into town again. And she can hold 3 more, it looks like. See, if that was a 2-person node, she'd be able to work that much faster with it. Come on, Flick. Work faster. These guys are blowing you away. One more. Okay, come on, everybody. Let's run it back to town again and see what we got cash-wise. Uh-oh, we got aggro, is what we got. Hopefully you are a pup. You are an adult. Everybody run like heck. Now, that's where I want you to go. Dular is overweight. Karshel is overweight. Celestial Paladin is not. So I'll put him on block mode. Put him on taunt so that he gets aggro, and then he will hopefully run the mob to the guards before everybody else even gets close. We'll see if this works. Oh, Dular is down. Now, who's got aggro? Can I tell? Celestial Paladin has not taken any damage yet. Okay, he has aggro. Now, he will run. He's not encumbered. So I don't expect him to be able to outrun a bone dog, but we're going to do what we can. Ah, that's going to work. See, the bone dog is chasing CP. Not anymore, he's not. Okay, attack target. Okay. Okay, looks like the bone dog lost aggro. So you stop there. You stand by to run. Okay, that works. You go into sneak mode. Let's look at what Do is doing here. Getting ready to die. Victor, do you have band-aids? You do. Get your butt up here and bandage him. Flick, I'm assuming that you have band-aids as well? You do. Get up here and bandage. And Bone Dog is still wandering away. Celestial Paladin go into sneak mode. And hopefully he will continue to go away. Celestial Paladin, heal thyself. Okay, are we going to keep him alive? I am assuming that we will. Yes, we will. Good, good, good. Okay, Victor. Pick him up. Okay, good. Everybody into town. I'm surprised that Bone Dog lost aggro, but I'm very glad that it did. Okay, kicking the speed up. Whoa, wait a freaking minute here. Karshel, CP, save my life. Okay, everybody else will be fine. It would be hilarious if I lost Karshel this early in the game. Luckily, Celestial Paladin is there to save the day. So, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now, whoops, gotta pick him up. Now everybody can go to town. And come off sneak. Now, just out of curiosity, see, just that little altercation raised his toughness to 2. Because everybody else did not get chewed on, they're still at 1, but Dular and Karshel are a little bit tougher now because of what they had to go through. Okay, come on in. We're waiting for the store to open. We will sell off and see what we've got as far as cash. If we've got enough, then I'm going to buy the building and maybe a sleeping bag as well, so that I actually can lay these people down and have them start to heal. Because they will heal faster if they're in a bed or a bedroll. A bed will work better, but I can't build beds yet. Okay, what do we got here? I am at 876 cats. CP didn't have any that time out, thankfully. And Flick already sold. I'm glad I can sell off somebody that's unconscious. That second trip of mining took me to 7,300 cats. Now I can go and buy that building. Sure didn't take very much or very long after the start to be able to get a base started, it'll be a while before it is set up the way I want it to be, but we are on the way. And for sale, 7,200 cats. And we are going to go ahead and buy this. It is now ours. In our next video, we'll work on repairing the building and learning a little bit more about what we can do with it. For now, thank you for joining me. Please feel free to comment, like, share. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I will look forward to seeing you here on the next one. Karshel out.